One. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Browns podcast, the last of this school year. I'm here with special guest Michael Pistone.
What's up, guys?
Really quick, we just wanted to say we're going to dedicate this episode to the greatest running back of all time, Jim Brown. He passed away last week, so this episode is for him.
Yep.
So let's get right into it, guys. First thing we're going to talk about, the big move that happened last week. Zadarius Smith is a Cleveland Brown. I love the move. I think having him alongside Myles Garrett is great. He had 10 sacks last year in Minnesota. I don't even think he played the whole year, and you got him for just, I think we gave up two fifth-round picks, but I think they also gave us a fourth.
Yeah, Minnesota will receive a pair of fifth-round picks, 2024 and 25 in the deal, in addition to Smith. And we get back a 2025 sixth-round pick and a seventh-rounder from that
which
year.
Is perfect for me. You give up two picks, which fifth-rounders, they can turn out to be something, but it's not very likely.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on it?
I think, like what Schiffer said, I think it's a good pick from us. I think he would do good as Myles Garrett. I'm pretty sure that he will have more sacks than he did in Minnesota. So I think he will have like a lot of sacks against Tennessee. That's just my opinion, I guess.
Yeah, it's going to be a good year.
Yep.
So now we haven't been here since the draft, so let's go over the class. So to start the class, with pick number 74, we drafted wide receiver Cedric Tillman out of Tennessee. Now, I love this guy. He's a very good wide receiver. If you watch college football, he was one of Hendon Hooker's number one targets. And I would say Tennessee was a top 5 team last year before Hendon Hooker got hurt. So he really had a good year last year. He actually missed a few games. I think it was like 6 games, which then made the wide receiver Jalen Hyatt look so amazing. So I think that's a great move because, you never really got to see that much of him last year, but I think he'll do great things.
I got to say my favorite pick from us is DeJuan Jones out of Ohio State. 6'8", 374 pounds. Probably one of the biggest players to come out of this draft. Second team All-American and third team All-Big Ten in 2022. In 2022, he did not allow a single sack. And I think he's just going to be a great addition to the offensive line where he is just going to step into a role where he's going to be asked to do some big things, to block some big players who are coming around on the defense.
Yeah, I mean, it was really a great draft.
Any players you liked in particular?
I mean, I didn't watch the draft because I was busy, but by the looks of it, I think that Houston picked up C.J. Stroud in the second pick of the first round. I knew he was going to go to Houston because they needed a quarterback, and yeah.
I will say one of my favorite picks. Now, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but one of my favorite picks from the Browns was getting QB Doreen Thomas Robinson, DTR from UCLA. Watching him, obviously it's just a backup role, but watching him in college, he was really, really good, and I'm happy he's our backup. My favorite game I watched him was USC versus UCLA. He barely lost that game, and he actually played really well. So it's actually good to get people that you could trust be backups. Let's see what the stat line from that game was.
While you're looking that up, I'm going to talk about Cameron Mitchell from Northwestern. Literally close friends with Greg Newsome, who's already here, who was a first-round pick in 2021. Mitchell had 10 pass breakups in his final season, 2 interceptions, 52 career collegial tackles in 2022, and was named all Big Ten squad his last 2 seasons at Northwestern.
So looking back at this USC versus UCLA game, it was 48-45 USC. DTR threw for 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. He did throw 3 picks, but he also did run. He ran in 2 touchdowns. 14 carries for 81 yards and 2 touchdowns is pretty good to me.
Yeah.
So I'd take him as our backup.
Real quick, do you guys think that Deshaun Watson would do better this year than last year?
Yes.
Because of
Yeah.
his suspension.
Now that he has a whole offseason down.
He's
and-
good. Yeah, he's gonna get the whole off-season program under his belt. He's gonna get a full season now under his belt, and already of what we've seen out of camp right now, he's showing a lot of good improvement, and he looks really good out there.
And then people are out there comparing him to like the Russell Wilson. They're saying, oh, they got traded, they decreased. But you know what? Russell Wilson, he's what, 34, 35?
34, 35,
Watson's
yeah.
like 7 years younger than that.
Yeah.
So, you just have to give him time, and he's going to be great. All right, so now the big thing of the episode is the schedule. Let's get right on to that. So, week 1, we open up versus Cincinnati. It's at home. Now, I'm not going to lie. I think we're going to win that game. I know it's kind of crazy, but it's at home, and I already know that people are counting us out for losing that game. But I feel like we're going to have a lot go right, and I think that could be a win for us.
I definitely think this is going to be a win. I think this is going to be a really hard-fought game because of how dangerous Cincinnati's been looking.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be a high-scoring game, really controlled by the offenses.
I just think the defense has to look out for Joe Burrow and Joe Mixon because I feel like Joe Mixon will have a good game against the Browns, and so is Nick Chubb. So yeah, I got Cleveland winning against Cincinnati.
So now we go into week 2, Monday Night Football at Pittsburgh. I'm going to say that's a loss there. I know that might be crazy, but Pittsburgh honestly improved a lot this offseason.
Yeah, they have.
And I could really – winning at Pittsburgh's never easy. I mean, I don't really know the last time in a regular season we won at Pittsburgh. We won that playoff game.
Right.
But I don't know the last time in regular season we won there.
Yeah, Pittsburgh being probably one of the, if not the most toughest place to play in the NFL because of those fans in that stadium. I have Pittsburgh as a loss as well. I really just don't see us getting it done in Pittsburgh.
Now, don't get me wrong, I would love to. But like I said, regular season in Pittsburgh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that the Browns could win, but I don't think they will win though. But I mean, anything could happen though. You know?
Week 3, Tennessee at home. I think that's a win. I think Tennessee's not really gonna have a great season.
Yeah, no.
I think don't have to talk about that game much. I think that's gonna be.
I don't think we have to worry about Derrick Henry at all.
All right, so we go into week 4, Baltimore at home. I'm not gonna lie, I think that's a loss. I think this is what's gonna happen with Baltimore. It happens every single year. They're gonna get hot to begin with. They're gonna start like 6-2 or something like that, and then they get injuries. It's happened the last 3 years. Like Lamar's been out the rest of the year, the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And I don't think Odell's gonna do all that. I think coming off his second ACL tear, he's like 32 or something like that. I'm not expecting a lot out of him.
Yeah, I honestly think this game could go either way because this is a home game, and we have seen improvement with us playing Baltimore at home and winning some games. I think this one could go either way, but like you said, I think this is going to be a loss.
Yeah.
I think they're going to start off hot, and I don't know.
I think Baltimore's going to start off good in the first, second quarter, and then maybe third quarter will score some touchdowns, but it's highly down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then we get into week 5. It's the bye week. Don't worry about that. I hate how the bye weeks are early.
Yeah, that's
but
ridiculous. A week 5 bye.
All right, so now week 6. Call me crazy all you want. I'm gonna give us a win there. I think. Don't get me wrong. I think San Francisco is either the best or a top 3 team in the NFL. The only reason I'm going to give us that win, though, is I think there's going to be – I don't know if Brock Purdy's going to be ready, and I don't think Trey Lance is the guy.
Yeah, I think it's – for me, I think it's just – it might be a little too hard to decide a winner or loser in this one.
Like, don't get me wrong. San Francisco's insane. But it's just – it's the quarterback situation that – I feel like that's going to mess with them.
Yeah, we just don't know if if it's Purdy or if it's Lance who's going to be the starter on even at week 1. We don't know who's going to be the starter there.
Yeah, I think for the game against the Browns, Lance might start because to give Brock Purdy some like time off or something if he plays in all the other games before us.
Yeah, so like I don't know if Purdy's gonna be ready from the injury. Now, I don't hate Trey Lance, but I don't like love him. I feel like if he was at a different team, it'd maybe be better. I just don't think he fits San Francisco's offense that well.
I agree.
So like I feel like if he went to a different team, he'd be fine. But I'm gonna give us the win here.
Yeah.
So now let's go to week 7 at Indianapolis. That's a win.
I don't even think that's a competition.
That should be a guaranteed win to go to Indy and
I
win.
mean, maybe Michael Pittman Jr. I mean, maybe he might score a couple touchdowns, but that's it.
Yeah, we don't even have to talk about that game.
Yeah.
Week 8, we go to Seattle. I'm gonna give us a loss there.
Yeah, hostile territory. Seattle's another tough place to play, especially they got Geno and now they have Jackson Smith and Jigba and Tyler Lockett.
Yeah,
it's going to be hard to cover all 3 of those guys, especially because our DBs are good, but
they struggle.
This is really going to be a big test for them that week. I do not have us with a win that week.
Yeah. Like I said, I think now this is also going to sound crazy. I think they're like a top 5 team. Their roster's really good.
Seattle, definitely.
So then we go into week 9.
Win. That's a guaranteed win right there.
Week 10 at Baltimore. I'm going to give us this win.
I'm going to give us a loss because
I think I got to give us a loss too.
Yeah.
It's just such a hard place to play.
Yeah.
I know, but
Baltimore
I
so
feel like
tough.
we're going to get very lucky in this game, and that's going to be the win.
I mean, anything could happen, but I just don't see us going to Baltimore and getting a win. We don't win there very often in the first, and so I'm not going to give us that one.
All right, then we go to week 11 at Pittsburgh. Or Pittsburgh at home. I'm going to give us a win there.
I think
home versus Pittsburgh is very winnable.
Yeah, that one I could definitely give us a win at.
Week 12 at Denver.
What?
Now, listen, Mile High, it's hard to play at.
Yeah, last time we went there, we kind of blew it.
But my thing is, I don't really believe in Russell Wilson that he's going to be that successful there this year.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get me wrong, Sean Payton's a great coach, but I just feel like we're going to win that game. It's definitely going to be a tough win, but I think we're going to win that one.
Yeah, they're definitely still in the rebuilding phase of things, so it just depends on what they're going to really have going that week.
I think it's going to be a close game against Denver, but I feel like Browns will pull out with the victory.
Now we got week 13 at the Rams. I'm going to give us that win. I think they don't. Well, no. Here's the issue: is they don't have that many pieces around their big names.
Yeah, a lot of their pieces have kind of drifted away and left. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm going to give us a win.
But SoFi Stadium is loud too, though. So
it is.
It is. But
I mean, they got Cooper Kupp, Donald, Stafford's old.
Yeah.
They lost a lot.
Who knows if Stafford will even make it to week 13?
Yeah.
Just because he's injured prone every single day.
I mean, he's a pretty good coach for LA.
He is. But then we go to week 14, Jacksonville at home.
Oh, that's not even a competition. I got Cleveland winning.
I don't know. I think I have Jacksonville winning.
I think I got Jacksonville too.
Trevor Lawrence is really good.
Maybe Trevor Lawrence made you good, but I feel like I don't know. It's just I feel like that
their air raid attack this year is going to be something else because now they have Ridley,
Zay Jones, Kirk, Evan Ingram, ETN is a receiving back.
Yeah,
it's gonna be really hard to stop them there. I'm gonna give this one to Jacksonville.
I think week 15 against the Bears, definite win right there.
Yeah, I wouldn't say definite. I think they got a lot better this offseason, but I'm gonna give us the win.
I think
Week 16 at Houston, they're still rebuilding. They have a lot of good young pieces, but they have I still think they need 2 years before they really compete. So I'm gonna give us the win.
Did we lose to Houston last time when we first done?
No, we won last year.
No, we beat Houston last year.
It was close though, right? Because I thought they had a lot of touchdowns. And
no, I think it was a 2. I think we won by 2 scores.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? CJ Stroud could do good. He could not do
I think
good.
he will. I love CJ Stroud. But
He
all
has
right,
good potential in the NFL.
Week 17, New York Jets.
I'll pick the Jets.
It's at home. I want to say the Browns, but I'm gonna go with the Jets on this one.
Yep.
I just don't know. I mean, this is Aaron Rodgers, and there's two types of Aaron Rodgers we could be playing against. We could be playing against regular Aaron Rodgers, or we could be playing for a playoff-ready Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
So it's just depending on that, but I think that is a loss against the Jets.
I think so. Yeah.
And then Week 18 at Cincinnati is gonna be a loss for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say win. I think.
I'm gonna say win,
I'm gonna
too.
say win.
I'm gonna
I
say
mean,
win.
this
I
is
don't know.
Cincinnati. We go there and we win
We
a
do
bunch.
win at Cincinnati.
Yeah,
I
but
think
I
we're
will
gonna
say
win there.
this though. I have a feeling that Week 18 is gonna be flexed. Well, it's gonna be one of two things. It's either they're gonna sit a bunch of people
Yeah.
because they're gonna have a playoff spot locked and we're gonna win, or it's gonna be us between Cincinnati for the division, and it's gonna be flexed to Sunday night primetime.
Yeah, this is, as it says, TBD, to be determined.
So they're getting ready for that. I feel like.
Yeah, I think the league was really anticipating for this to be a division clinching game. So, and I definitely think we're gonna go there and possibly get a win.
It's just I feel like that if like Cincinnati has like a playoff spot locked in, like no one else can steal it. I think they're going to sit out Joe Burrow and Joe Mixon because if they win or lose, it doesn't matter. They're still in the playoffs. So,
Yeah.
So maybe if both of them sit out, maybe that could be a good potential. But I mean, AJ Green too. I mean, I wouldn't say he's like the best, but
So I'm gonna say we finish the season 11-6. Nah, I definitely could see 10-7, 11-6. Like I said, I was really flipping on the San Francisco game,
Mm-hmm.
but for the podcast, I'll give it to us. I'll go with 11-6.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm gonna give it 11-6. I think 12-5 is a little ambitious. I think 11-6 is a fair record for us this year.
yeah, I think 11-6 too.
okay, all right, everyone. I hope you guys all enjoyed. We'll see you next year with hopefully some reactions to gameplay and hopefully the Browns going to the Super Bowl.
Let's hope.
See you later.
See you later, guys.